Hey guys, welcome back to another part of the Tinker's Construct Bedrock Guide. Today we'll be covering it's one of the final parts in is covering some of the Tinker's Construct gadgetry because Tinker's Construct isn't just about tools. No, Tinker's Construct has more than just tools. And that is kind of what makes it quite special. I want to eat some food to heal up, boy. Bam. So, so of course that is what we're going to cover in today's guide. And there's more to the anvil. Of course, there's even more, but that is going to be close to the final part. So, covering into the Tinker's Construct gadgetry. So, gadgets are not they're tools, but they're also quite different because you don't make them the same as tools. So, this is when we will begin into the gadgets. So slime islands will cover separately all the so something we will cover is congealed slime. Congealed slime is different slime blocks you make from the different slimes you get from the different slime stuff, slime saplings, and of course you'll need the congealed slime to make slime slingshots. Slime slingshots is a interesting way to travel, and there are four of them, and each one there's five and one super one. It's like the four elements. The four elements lived in harmony, and then you combine them all into one super one. So going over it, there's the Earth slime, the Sky slime, the Scarlet slime, and the Ender slime, and all these are made from the different islands. So there's the um, Earth slime, which is just be found on Earth slime islands in oceans or of the overworld. There is Sky slime island, which is found to be floating, which is usually how a lot of them are in the Java edition. There is clay slime, which is also floating. Um, I'm not sure, I don't fully remember or what those ones do. So scarlet slime is found in the Nether, and end slime is found in the end. So it does add some more stuff to the context to the end and gives you more to do. So of course we'll get into and then we'll get into throwables. So each one of these slimes does something a little bit different. And the ichor slime is kind of one if you combine the five different slimes. Going back up here, does it show the ichor slime? No, I know it does. Has to. There it is. The ichor slime. The ichor slime can be crafted in a crafting table using other slime slings. Surround them in a mystery. The ichor slime origins are unknown. So this is meant to be a more mysterious tool. So we'll cover the earth slime is kind of like the one I'm used to in Java. So this one, what this one does is you're able to go flying high in the sky, but she'll take a lot of damage. So just by simply tapping it, you're able to jump up, just like a quick tap. So you have to look at the ground, and you just quickly jump into air. It works quite differently from the Bedrock one, uh, and where in the Bedrock one you're able to just push it and you're able to go jumping quite far. But that actually goes to the Sky Slime. The Sky Slime is the one that allows you to, you're looking at a block here, and you jump towards it. So this one helps you jump further up. This one helps you jump further forward. And the longer you hold it, the further you'll go, but the more damage you'll take. But this is when some of those add-ons or modifications come in handy because some of those allow or tool abilities because some of those allow you to land safely, such as with the clean slime was bouncy, so are able to reduce the negative effects of using these slime string posts. Not all of them work the same. Ender slime, uh, teleports. Oh, after you go to I believe it's in the end islands or in the end. Of course, it's in the end, but you're able to teleport. So, uh, forward. I'm not sure if you're able to teleport into structures. I'm gonna keep trying, but it does not seem to work that way. But you're able to teleport around. So the other two, the Scarlet and the Ichor. So I'm gonna spawn a cow. So the Scarlet pushes mobs. It does not push you, and it broke. So we're gonna have to go quickly into the creative menu to get a second one. It pushes mobs around. So I'm not sure how too useful that could be. Especially considering you can get stuff such as slings and stuff. It does, and they do have attack damage, but I'll just keep showing this one off in the creative. So be able to push it, and by holding it, if I can get up close and personal, you're able to. So you can quickly spam it and keep pushing them away. It does not work on you. It can only work on mobs. So, and then we got the Ichor slime. So we'll get this one and the Ichor slime. Yeah. Yeet. Yeet. You're able to throw mobs up, so maybe perhaps with this, you could, let's see. So if I throw some in the air and push them, so it seems like maybe, so it seems like you kind of can. So perhaps men maybe, or the cow dies too fast. So throw them in the air and perhaps if I click, bam. Okay, so yeah, you can do it. So you can combine the two slimes. So, I mean, that it could be something if you wanted to do, but I'm going to do shift. That broke, but it seems to just throw them into the air. These seem to be more like a troll weapon more than like just anything actually serious. The end one is actually quite good, just teleporting around. Um, this one could be okay. I mean, it just helps you get up higher places. It could help us cliff, and this one is definitely really good, just helping you move faster forward. So of course now we're gonna get into the other ones because this isn't all that this has to offer. In fact, it also offers armor. So which sounds super exciting for Tinker's Construct armor. So getting into it before we get to the heartbreak and disappointment, which we'll get into it further. First, drying racks, and there's other stuff. We'll cover all that in the next one. Cheese. So I believe we skipped past it. So Tinker's Construct does have armor. As see, you have Traveler's armor, and then you have plated armor. Plate armor is crafted using cobalt ingots and chains, so it's actually going to be quite expensive to make and something that you can't make for quite a while, not until the, you know, more mid to late game. So, of course, opening the anvil, or that's how you make plate armor, to make normal armor, to make the normal plate armor, the base plate armor, you'll need to use a crafting table. And here's all the recipes for it. Cobalt and boots do not take it, but it does. And of course, you can throw it down, or why am I throwing it down? I want to put it on. So we're going to put it on. We're going to see what it looks like. And bam, 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 bam. So it does not tell you how much durability and how much protection it gives, but it does give a quite good protection. Not the same as diamond or full netherite armor, but I mean, could be something. Of course, it is a different armor set that you can use, but there is sadly kind of an unfortunate thing about this, and we're gonna kind of talk about it here in just a second. So then to make the different types of armor, you'll first need to make the plated armor. So as shown here, you make the plated armor, and then in the next page, it shows the plated armor can also be customizable by using the different ingots and in the anvil. So in order to make, say, oh, I want to make andesite plated armor, you would then have to make normal plate armor, and then you can make millennium. You can make uh slime steel, but they do not gain the tool, or they do not gain the ingot material effects. They are just plain armor, which I think is quite stupid, because that is kind of what makes Tinker's Construct fun. Is the tools abilities kind of change how you play the game, and yet for the armor to not have any of the abilities. Like Netherite has the ability of guarding. It helps you resist damage. So what would make sense? Oh, well, if I use Netherite guarding ability, oh yeah, I could use that to make Netherite armor with the guard ability. But then you look at the Netherite armor, it doesn't gain an ability. You do not have the guard ability. You do not have the killer's your ability. You don't have the sticky or any of the abilities that the tools, the ingots will have, which is so stupid, because a lot of those abilities are better for armor. They're not good for tools. Like, if you really look at a lot of the abilities, they're not good for tools. They're good for armor. Like guarding, that's good for armor. Oh, tough, the tough modification. Oh, that's good for armor. That's not good for tools. I don't want a tool with guarding. I don't want a tool with toughness. I want armor with toughness and resistance. I want my tools to be faster, more efficient, better, stronger. No, I don't want them to guard. And I mean, it's just something so stupid. It is very dumb. But uh of course you can make, so you can make plated armor, and then you can throw more cobalt onto it. Um and it doesn't, I mean, it might give us some more protection. We'll find out, because cobalt is the equivalent. It is up there with diamond. So yeah, so cobalt and andesite are quite up there. They are pretty much like with diamond and netherite and that same boat. And I did go ahead and make some netherite chain armor, or plated armor. So you can see it looks pretty cool. Like, it definitely does look cool. Um, and oh, something I do need to test. I did not think about this. I did not think about this, because I am a dummy. I'm a dummy because I didn't think about this. Can this armor work with the smithing table and trim? So, and we're about to find out, because diamond tools will still need the we'll just go as a random one. We'll go with how about wild? We'll just go with wild. So this plated armor, okay, because it's in there. It's in there. It does work. So if I wanted to do it, so I like, let's do it with what would be cool though? Like, what's a good kind of reddish, or what about andesite? There we go. So we're gonna take the netherite I have on me. We're gonna go back into survival. Um, so we're back in survival. We're gonna take this off, and then I'm going to, so put this in there. I'm gonna put the trim, and then we're gonna put the, oh, andesite does not work with it. Okay, so we'll just put some diamond on it. I mean, it's all right. So it does gain the trim. Okay, so you can put the trims on it, and then I see it does have the diamond trim, so you can at least customize it with the trims. Okay, so that is actually kind of cool. But again, that doesn't change my problem with this not having the abilities of the armor. That is quite like the tools. That's quite stupid. That is a very stupid, stupid, stupid thing. So we're gonna go over the other armors, because there's a few other ones. There is the Traveler's armor. So we're gonna Traveler's armor can be crafted using copper ingots and leather in a crafting table. Think of this as an upgraded regular leather set, which has slightly better defense. Then there is a gold edition, but this is purely cosmetic. So another weird thing is they made a gold version, but they just made it to be cosmetic. And we go over this. They do also have copper armor. So they do have copper armor. It is, I think, slightly weaker than normal copper armor. I'm not sure, but it is something to look at. And course, covering some of these. So here's the gold traveler's glasses. That is the traveling glasses with that. And then the rest of it can be made just in here. So it is leather with copper, leather, copper, leather, copper. And then the glasses are leather, copper, glass panes. And yeah, some glass panes and then some copper ingots. So that's not too bad. So in Java Edition, what this did was this would allow you to see further out. So we'll get the full set on. We'll get the full set on. So all that goes right on. So as you can see, it does have to look pretty cool. It works as little goggles. So in Java Edition, you were able to see further away, but here, um, yeah, that doesn't work. You're not able to look further away. I mean, I'm pressing every button I can. Nothing is doing nothing. So it does not have that Java ability to carry over. So what is the point of this armor? I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure. I mean, it's cool to have, but if it doesn't serve what the same purpose as it does in Java, I don't know. I mean, it's like upgraded leather armor, but now you can make copper armor. Um, and it's actually going to be a little bit more annoying to get than just pure copper armor. So, but of course, there is more than this. And of course, we do have the gold. We'll get the gold on as well. See what it looks like, of course. So we'll go ahead and get the full gold thing on. And I mean, it does have some decent, but I believe that's the same like protection as gold armor. So we'll take a look at it. I mean, it does look pretty cool. It does look like you're a scientist. You're working on some stuff. So I mean, it does look cool. For like, if they did say this was just cosmetic, and I do like the boots though. It kind of does look like cowboy boots. So if you want to use this for like Western theme, want to have like a little ranch or something, so you can have these hanging on the walls. I mean, the copper ones do actually look like cowboy boots. So, there is still more though. There's still more to talk about. So there is also slime armor. To create liquid slime by melting slime into a smeltery, liquid slime is primarily used for creating a new armor set and maybe other uses. So right now, for as far as I know, there's only the liquid slime, and slime armor can be created liquid by pouring liquid ender slime into either a rabbit foot, shulker shell, plated chest plate, or traveler's goggles. So I do not have any of that right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look. I actually didn't think about the crafting. So what it said was liquid slime. So we're going to grab, let's see, so that will be in this molten ambisite, slime steel, sky slime, scarlet slime. We need ender slime, it said. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it said we needed plated armor, we needed traveler's goggles, rabbit foot. Where would that be? That's right here. And then what did it also say? It also says a shulker shell. So, a shulker shell. See, so we'll go over this. I do want to see how this works. So it is by pouring it into a basin. So not a breeze rod, a shulker shell. There we go. So by using a basin, it said. So I'm assuming I place them to here, like that. Okay, and then oh, that makes the pants. So the shulker makes the pants. That makes the helmet. The foot makes the boots. And then I'm assuming I need a normal, just plated chest piece. Here we go. So just normal. There we go. So I forgot I've had that one, and that makes the full set. So it is a little weird, but stuff was like the special modifications. You can definitely get rabbit's foot a lot easier. So what is fun about slime what's fun about slime in the Java edition is that slime. So you know how you take a lot of damage from the slime tools or the slime slings, to where you can jump really high in the air and you'll take a lot of fall damage. Well, in Java Edition, and the Java Edition, you were able to use the slime boots to allow you to jump. So the slime boots would be extra jumpy, extra bouncy, and they'd be really fun, really unique. But I have some heartbreaking news. Nothing. I mean, it's decent armor, um, protection, and that is kind of just about it there. That's nothing else. It is a neat armor set, but it adds nothing. The actual cool thing about slime is not even present, and we'll test it. Bam. So one full slingshot charge coming right up for you ladies and fellows, and bam. Jump into the clouds. Yeah. Um so there's another gripe for me. I don't understand why the whole aspect of slime is the slime gear is not part of this, because that would make sense for you to be able to jump around, but they completely excluded it here, and I just do not understand why. And also, one neat thing about all this, so I do want to we'll grab this, we'll grab the different helmets here. So they cannot be put on a modification table. They can be placed in an enchantment table. So what do these armors do exactly? I'm not sure, to be honest. I'm gonna be really, I'm no idea. Because they're just kind of more needlessly complicated versions of normal armor. I mean, they do look a little bit cooler, with some of the designs, but comparing that to pure vanilla armor, I mean, is there really much of a difference? And the answer is kind of no. I mean, sure, there's plenty of different varieties, so you can wear different kinds of armor, but you can't make it until you get Cobalt. So by that point, you can't even make any of the Tinker's armor for early game besides the Traveler set. But then you can also just make normal diamond armor as well. Normal diamond armor. So you don't even have to make this. A lot of this stuff seems cool on paper, but then when you actually start looking at it, it just doesn't work the same. Like, it doesn't have the tool. It doesn't have the material abilities. It doesn't have, like, it doesn't work with the modifiers. It's just like, it's just so weird and so random. So, but that's gonna be kind of it for what this is. Oh wait, no, it's not. I lied. I lied because I forgot about the throwables. So we're gonna cover the kind of the last bits and bobs here. Are the throwables. So the throwables are kind of, there are potions, but that is going to be later. So backing up. So there are also throwables. So throwables are, as they exactly said, they are throwable options. There are shurikens. So there is a quartz shuriken and a flint shuriken. Snapping flint into a star shape on a crafting table creates quite an effective projectile weapon. A flint shuriken deals a little amount of damage with high knockback. The quartz is far lighter than flint and far sharper. Shurikens are curved from quartz, deal more damage but less knockback. So one is good for damage, one is good just for knockback. And of course, this is why I have all the poor cows. I'm gonna say poor, but they're gonna be here. So we're gonna throw this one. So this is the flint. Let's see, I can throw it, and you can pick them right back up. So as long as they miss, so you don't hit. So you see the cows running, bam. And you can. So there's a bit of a cooldown, but you can, but you can jump around with them, click, but they do not crit. So, but you can throw them. And of course, the quartz one deals more damage as it killed there, but it didn't have any much knockback. So, These could be decent. So the flints could be like a decent, like little just something you can use. But I mean, these aren't quite really. I mean, they're just neat. That's what they are. They're neat. So the glow ball is quite something interesting. The glow ball is by combining snowballs with glowstone, you'll create a throwable light source. There's an effect for lighting up hard to reach areas without exposing yourself to harm. So, we'll go into my little cave over here. I used for my tools for the tool. You realize it's quite dark and oh man, I can't quite reach all the way back here. I'm scared of the creeper, or there's a skeleton, so I can't just. Uh, Bam! I can throw it, and it clings to the walls and clings to the surface, and creates a little lit up area. So it works on the ground. Does not work on ceilings, but it does work on walls. So on the ground and on walls like this, you can create little light sources, and they do not despawn. I believe they do not despawn. And then this one, so you can be like Pikachu, I choose you, and then the Iplum is pretty much a throwable TNT ball. So pretty much, what is it's a grenade. Pikachu, I choose you. Use grenade. And it's a grenade, and it's a grenade. So we're gonna get a bunch of little cows. So, but it does not cause any damage to yourself, and it's quite cheap too. Just being 4 gunpowder and 1 flint for one of these, and so these are definitely something you can use. Bam! Nuked them out of existence. Oh man. So these are actually quite good. So these two are actually quite good. Actually, they're quite good little tools, and they do quite a good amount of AoE damage as well. So they are definitely very viable for things, and they don't cause damage to anything. So they're very viable for caves, probably for the ends. You could probably get away using this in the end fight. I mean, there's definitely stuff you can use this for. I mean, it's a grenade. It's like, bam, Pikachu, use Thunderbolt. And he used Thunderbolt. So okay, those are quite cool. I was thinking, I definitely do like these. Those are the more fun ones. Between everything, those two are the fun ones. The other two, the shurikens, are kind of neat, but besides that, they're kind of, they're kind of whatever. So, that is it, kind of just for armors and side tools. Of course, there is still more to cover. There is still a lot more to cover in Tinker's Construct, as and shown in here. There is the potions. There's the drying racks. There's the berries. There's cheese. And of course, there's even more. There's the bows, and then I still do have to cover the alloys. But that's going to be it for tonight's episode. Thank you all for making it to the end. In case you watched this, and in case the series has been helpful for you, please continue to like and subscribe, and I'll continue making this content. And please leave a comment down below, especially if this is helping you. I would like to know if this is actually helping people at least understand how this stuff works, or at least how to get it, or like how to get it, how this stuff works, at least, So when you load into your world, you are fully prepared and ready to dive headfirst into Tinker's Construct. Thank you for watching this video. Bye bye.